Hey, you guys, here are a few poses that can help to open up some space across your chest and stretch the shoulders. So I'm going to start by showing you an alternative to blocks. You could use books. So I have 3 books about equal height stacked up on each side. And I'm going to start in child's pose, bringing my knees wide and my elbows down to the books. And then I'm going to lower my forehead down and bring my palms together at the back of my head. So this is just a nice variation to open the chest. And then as you start to settle in, let your weight just sink down towards the mat. And then breathe into the space across the chest. So feel your rib cage expand. And then on your exhale, just soften. And just take a couple more breaths here, noticing where you feel the most opening. When you're ready, just slowly begin to make your way up and out of this. Take your books and slide them out of the way. And then bring your hands to your mat and come into tabletop. And then from your tabletop, take your right hand to your head and your elbow out to the side. And on your inhale, just lift your elbow up to the ceiling. And on your exhale, bring your elbow down and towards your left arm. Inhale, lift the elbow out and up. And exhale, bring it down and over. And then again, inhale, lift the right elbow up, open the chest. And then exhale, close. And then on your inhale, reach your elbow up and then lift your arm up, stretch tall. And exhale, thread the needle. Bring the right arm under and over to the left. Walk your left arm forward. And you can either keep your left arm long or you can try bending your elbow and pressing into your left fingertips and then looking up underneath your left arm, your bicep. And then breathe here. Take one more breath. And then slowly pull your right arm back through, come back to tabletop, and reset. And then take your left hand to your head, and on your inhale, lift your left elbow up to the ceiling, opening up the chest. Exhale, bring the left elbow down and towards the right. Inhale, lift out and up. Exhale, bring it down. Move with your breath. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, bring it through. And then last time, inhale, lift the left elbow up, stretch your arm up to the ceiling, reach tall. Exhale, thread the needle, bring it around and down, lower your shoulder. Walk your right hand forward. You can keep the right arm straight or you can bend your elbow, prong your fingertips, and then look up underneath your right arm. And then just slow your breathing down. Take a deep breath in and out. And then take one more breath here. And then slowly pull the left arm back through, come back to tabletop. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes under, take downward facing dog, lifting your hips up and back, and take whatever movement feels good. Pedal out your feet, release your neck so the muscles in your neck soften, and your head is heavy, so keep the back of your neck long. A lot of times people want to look forward here and make the neck kind of crinkled up. So just let your head be heavy, let your neck feel spacious. And then go ahead and lower the knees back down to tabletop. And walk your knees back. Bring your elbows down and come into heart melting pose or puppy pose. So stretch the arms forward, reach your hips back. And then prod your fingertips and see if you can walk the fingers a little bit wider or walk the arms a little bit wider. Prodding your fingertips and maybe bring your chin towards the mat. So forehead or chin. And breathe here. You probably feel a deep stretch underneath the arms and across the chest. Take one more breath. Awesome, and then go ahead and walk your hands back in. You're gonna drop the elbows and come into Sphinx pose. So walk your knees back and lower your hips all the way down. You can bring your shoulders right above your elbows and then draw the chest forward, relax your shoulders down, and take 3 deep breaths here. See if you can allow your muscles in your legs to relax, and then allow the upper body to start to just release into this pose as well. So feel the weight of your hips and your legs. And then when you feel your low body settled into the mat, see if you can draw the chest forward and up. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then take your hands out wide. I'm going to move these books out of the way and slowly lower your chest down. Prong your fingertips, lift your elbows up to the ceiling. And then with your neck long, lift your chest and exhale, twist to the right. Inhale back to the center. Twist to the left. We'll do this one more time. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, twist to the right. Look down the right side of the body. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, twist left. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, release. Hands underneath your shoulders. Press back up into tabletop. And then take your downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips. Last pose we'll do in downward facing dog. We'll walk the feet a little bit closer to your hands. And then walk your feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Take your right hand and stretch back for your left leg or your left ankle or heel. And then look underneath your right arm or your left arm. Try to press weight back through the heels. And then release and switch sides. Right hand down, take your left hand, reach back for the right ankle or the right heel, and then look underneath the right arm. Press back down through the heels. And then release and drop the knees back to tabletop. Swing your legs around and come into seated position. So one last pose from this seated position. You can cross your ankles or bring one ankle in front of the other. And then take your hands back behind you. Turn your fingers in towards your hips, bend your elbows, and just let your chest lift up towards the ceiling. So you want to feel like your sternum is reaching up, navel draws in, and you can stay right here, or you could try lifting the hips up off of the mat and finding a little stretch through the hip flexors as well. You can maybe let your head fall back a little bit, press down, hug your shoulder blades together, and then release. All the way back down. Go ahead and walk your hands forward and take a counter pose here. Just finding a forward fold. Let your head drop down. Take a breath in and release it. And then go ahead and round your spine back up. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a moment to notice just if you feel any difference in the body. Maybe a little more awake or alert. Take a breath in and exhale. Namaste.